Things my ex did and I still stayed. On our 1-year anniversary, I caught him giving bag shots to my best friend.
What? Child. Anyway, so.
Okay, I'm gonna need some of y'all to reevaluate your taste in men, cause some of y'all be dating straight up demons. Like, I'm talking about the most nonchalant a man can get. And the worst part is that that man can literally put you through hell and back and y'all will still stay. I mean, there's a reason why women still like Chris Brown after all. But some of the things these men have put y'all through would genuinely make me go on a full-on SZA crash out. So to figure out why this even happens, we're going to be reacting to a handful of TikTok stories I've compiled for you today. Welcome back to another one of my videos where we like to react to some juicy storytelling. I literally sacrificed my mental health in the process of trying to scroll through these, so if you want to compensate, make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's dive into this first story. So this first girl was basically dealing with a short entitled king. Like, that's literally all this is.
Shit my ex did and I still stayed. Oh my god. First one is, this is so bad. Whenever we walked past someone who was slightly bigger or overweight, he would look at me and say, "Oh my god, did you see that?" Left me alone on my birthday party to go meet his other female friends at a different club. Would never pay for dates and would make me pay for it. And then I find out later that he was buying food for another girl behind my back. Would let me go to bed crying while he sleeps next to me. Would whisper to me that my friends were ugly. Whenever he did something wrong, he would bring up his past and his father and blame it on his father. Yeah. And he was shorter than me. That's the number one thing. He was shorter than me and I still stayed with him. That's fucking embarrassing. Like, pick a struggle. Either be broke or be short. Not both. Okay? Literally.
Oh, she clocked him so hard at the end. But she's low-key right though. Like, how are you gonna be short, entitled, and broke at the same time? Like, he legit fumbled a baddie. And for what? Like, for real, this guy is the reason why women write songs like Thank You Next, bro. He had to go. Okay, so this next girl was dealing with a straight psycho.
Things my ex-boyfriend did and I still stayed. On my birthday, we got into a fight, so he threw my present into oncoming traffic. He made me sleep on FaceTime with him every single night because he thought I would just text boys all night. One time when we were hanging out, I caught him cheating and he ran upstairs, locked himself in his mom's room and was saying he was gonna off himself. I invited him camping one time with my family and he woke me up in the middle of the night and he was threatening to go wander around in the woods. And it was like 3 a.m. So I had to beg him all night to stay awake all night to make sure he didn't leave. He would go through like my texts with my family. Like no one else, but always like my mom and my dad and my sister. One time we went mini golfing and I wasn't taking the game serious enough, and so he stormed off and left. And I still don't know where he went to this day. Whenever I would post like a selfie on my story, he would remake the same selfie and pose and post it on his story mocking me. Whenever we would get into a fight, he would turn his location on and go to his ex's house. This one girl had texted him and said, "If you bring me a Diet Coke, I'll give you a kiss." So he did, and I'm pretty sure I was at his house. And then after, I found out about the next day from all his friends, and he tried to gaslight me and tell me that we weren't exclusive. One time, we got into a fight in physics class, so he broke up with me during that class. He would mock my family members or make fun of them and like talk crap on them to me.
Tell me you're a control freak without telling me you're a control freak. Seriously, like, where the hell do you find these people? And why would you put yourself through this? I mean, seriously, this guy is making Offset sound like husband of the year. He cheated on his baby mom 3 times, by the way. Like, the minute he said he was in her phone, I completely checked out. We all knew it was over. Like, girl, why did you stay? I honestly don't get it, but it's only gonna get worse from here. Please pray for me. So remember how I said y'all were dating demons? Well, at least the last girl was only with one. This girl was with a dozen of them. Like, let that sink in.
Things my ex-boyfriends did and I still stayed. When we decided to play strip poker with people that I thought were my friends during the time. And the worst part is that he lied about it, including my friends. Long story short, I literally went to the house that they were at, busted through those doors, and found them all in a room half naked. Same guy ended up cheating on me. Shocker! Are we surprised here? And guess what? Homegirl, right here, found out on Snapchat, there was this one guy that I dated, okay, that quoted on Twitter back then when you could do that. There was a picture of the girl that she posted, okay, of herself, and he quoted that. Sending fire emojis. Like, it wasn't even like he sent it privately. He did it publicly on the internet for everyone to see. There was this one guy I dated for a long time. He literally said that he was gonna quit vape, did it right in front of me, like threw it in the bushes. And then I find out 4 months even later that he never quit. He's just been hiding it. So every time he'd go to the bathroom or like not be with me for just a split freaking 2 minutes, he would vape that. There's a time period where I went to Hawaii for my best friend's engagement, woke me up and was trying to pick a fight with me because he was upset that I didn't check up on him when he wanted to go take a nap. And then he was mad that I wasn't intimate with him. So like, where he threatened to leave in the middle of the night, go book a flight back home. I don't know what was going on through his head. It took freaking 3 hours, okay, and sleep deprivation for me to convince him to stay. There was a point where my ex-boyfriend's mom controlled literally every single aspect of his life, including our relationship involved. Especially how family-oriented I am. I think family means everything. And if I'm not gonna get along with their family, then I'm like, then it's not gonna work, honey. At this point, if this relationship now doesn't work out, I'm gonna retire then.
Well, girl, it might be time to retire. I mean, seriously, are we dating men or monsters? She is attracting like a whole sea of red flags. It's like she's a magnet. Like Tristan Thompson, who by the way has a record of cheating on 3 of his baby mamas and yet still manages to somehow get a girlfriend. Could breathe in this girl's direction and she'd eat it up. Like JoJo. Have we learned nothing after the first, second, third time? Like, what can't this man do at this point? Y'all are gonna stay anyways. Okay, so this girl also stayed through a dozen of bad relationships. Yeah, I have no words for this one.
Here's some things that my exes did and I still stayed. First, this one guy lied to me and said that he has to go to sleep at 8 p.m. because his coach has like sleep trackers for them. And it turns out that he wasn't actually going to sleep. He would really just act like he was asleep and he would go off with other girls and hang out with them and do who knows what with them. One of my exes, he wouldn't let me wear my brother's hoodies. Like, he thought it was bad for me to be wearing another guy's hoodies, even though it was my own brother. And he threatened to break up with me when I did that. And I would still wear them anyways because that's just weird, you know? Next is I was going through my ex's phone because he was going through my Snapchat. So then I just like took a look at his Snapchat and he was snapping this girl. And then whenever I confronted him about it, he said that it was an accident and that he didn't even know that he was snapping her even though it had been days. One of my exes thought that I needed to go to the gym. Like, he didn't say I was fat, but he told me that I needed to go to the gym and he would make me work out in my grandma's burning hot garage in the summer so that I could have the body that he wanted me to have. And he would also show me like Instagram models and he would be like, I want you to look like this. And like, he would use them as like inspo for like me to work out to look like them. One of my exes literally made me cry on my birthday because he was texting another girl and lying about it. And yeah, that was not fun. Also, one of my exes almost broke up with me because this guy was texting me asking me for the homework answers because he was in the same class as me. He was just super controlling. Like, I could not text or talk to or sit next to any boy at school. It was so extra. And then I found out that he was doing all of those things. So he was projecting. My ex literally made me cry in the club in front of everyone because he was being so mean to me. Like, I literally could not believe it. Even like the friends that I was with, they were like, what is wrong with him?
Bro, how can you stay after all of that? Do her exes have a chokehold on her or something? I mean, the way she's describing them, you'd think Light Yagami would win for best boyfriend of the year despite the fact that he's literally the embodiment of I hate my girlfriend final boss. I mean, have y'all seen how he treats his girl?
I can't afford to be seen with Misa.
Light! Sorry, but I just couldn't wait for 2 weeks like you said. Actually, I was just on my way to your house when I spotted you.
This is the first time in my life that I've been provoked to hit a woman.
Yeah, he damn near sounds and acts like her exes too. He might as well be one of them at this point. But how do you keep on letting this slide? Okay, so we have a bit of history with this last girl, because if you haven't seen my previous video, go check it out, then you'd know that this girl got her boyfriend out of being in a 6-month-long situationship. Well, it seems like that didn't work out well now, did it? Bro, I am so messy.
Things my ex did and I still stayed. I don't even think my friends know about some of this stuff. Told me I couldn't be friends with guys that I had zero romantic history with. Physically walked away from me every single time we fought. He would ghost me for days after we got into fights. Once I went 4 whole days without hearing from him, and I would always be the one to break the silence and reach out. He would literally smile every time I cried in front of him. He was constantly looking for validation that he was the best guy I've ever dated. Would ask me to compare him to my previous boyfriends, which honestly made me really uncomfortable. Made me beg him to be nice to me. I am never doing that again. Told me he only asks after and talks to my friends because he knew it was important to me and not because he cared about any of them as people. He would also constantly shit on his friends to me. There were very few people he had anything nice to say about. Put my safety at risk by abandoning me on the streets of New York in the middle of the night. He would regularly get into Ubers without me, cross the street suddenly without warning and leave me behind. There were a few times he swore at random strangers on the road and then they would get mad at both of us, which could have very easily escalated into a life or death situation. When we were in Florida together, he caused me to have a panic attack, which has never happened before. And I caught him smiling to himself while I was sitting next to him having one of the scariest experiences of my life. Screamed insults in my face and threw really personal things that I had shared at him right back at me, specifically because he knew that it would hurt me the most. That interaction ended with me running out of his apartment sobbing in the middle of the night because I was so scared he would actually physically hurt me. And he didn't call me the next morning. I was utterly terrified of going to bars and clubs with him in groups because whenever he drank, he got really scary and unpredictable. I spent my entire 23rd birthday party secretly stressed out that he would get too drunk and cause a scene. He put my anxiety through the roof. I have never been as anxious and on edge as when I was dating my ex. My friends tell me I'm noticeably more stable and relaxed since I broke up with him. 2 weeks ago, over 3 months since we broke up, he ran into one of my best friends and tried to kiss her in the club. When she rejected him and said she would never do that to me, he told her, "Niyati never has to know." That's not even everything he did, but I'm gonna end the video here. After going through all of that, I don't think a single man can hurt me ever again.
Very bold coming from the girl whose man took 6 months to bag her. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still not over that. Like, are we really surprised? As soon as I saw this girl come on the screen, I was like, aw, shoot. Here we go again. It's just hard for me to feel sorry for some of y'all when you keep running back to the problem. Like, no shade, but this could have been avoided if you had just left the first time. But I mean, I guess it gives me good content to react to, so it's not all bad. But anyways, guys, that's all the stories I have for you today. If you'd like to see more of this content, make sure to like and subscribe, or check out some of the other videos on my channel. Also, let me know in the comments what kind of stories you want me to cover next time. By the way, big thanks for 1,000 views on my latest video. Y'all went crazy, and I love the hell out of you guys. Thank you so much for watching once again. This is your host, Katie's Collection, signing out.